What's up, everybody? Brody here with Sew Yeah Quilting, and thank you for joining us again here on the channel. We have an awesome quilt for you today. Behind me, we have the Coin Machine Quilt. Got like these little coin slots that you can drop a coin into. It's really fun to do. It's really quick and easy with a jelly roll. Let's jump right into it and get the cutting done. So as you can see, I already have a jelly roll opened up in front of me. You can use whatever your favorite jelly roll is, and you're gonna need some background fabrics as well, like you can see in between the little coin slots here. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut two different size blocks right from the get-go. So we've got a smaller block here and a larger, longer block here. So what we're gonna do is start by cutting. You need two 7-inch strips, two 6-inch strips, and two 4.5-inch strips from each one of your jelly roll strips. So your 4.5ers are right here. This is a 6-inch, and then your longer ones here are your 7 inches and a 6-inch. That's what gives us the dynamic look, and we can do it all out of each individual strip of the jelly rolls. So I'm gonna start right here, set some of these aside, and start with my first strip, okay? So, like I said, you're gonna cut two 7s, two 6s, and then your 4.5s. So I'm just gonna use my mat to measure here. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna cut off my 6-inch. And if you'd like to, you can use whatever kind of ruler you want. You can cut multiple strips at a time. That works well. Or you can just do it the old-fashioned way, do them one at a time. So got that one there. And we're just gonna do it again here. Another 6-incher. There we go. And keep on going. You can also, I've already cut this one down. It's only half a strip of jelly roll. You can also keep your jelly roll laid in half and cut one set of 7s, one set of 6s, one set of 4.5s. That way you only have to cut once, you're getting 2 out of each one. But I'm gonna finish cutting up here, and then we're gonna start sewing, and it's, like I said, really easy. Let's get into it. Now that I have some of my blocks cut out, what I'm going to do is just finish up the cutting. Since we're already here, we have the rulers and cutters. What I'm going to do is cut out some of my sashing pieces. So you need 13.5-inch sashing pieces or center pieces here between your long sets. And you need smaller ones here. Obviously, again, all the information is down on the pattern. You can check out the fine print there. So I'm going to cut some of my middle pieces here, and then we're going to start on the simple block construction. Gonna get going. Okay, so I've got everything cut, and I have things stacked up in their order, in their sizes. Now we're gonna start our block construction. So in order to make this full block here, we're actually gonna do it in like smaller rows and then add the whole thing together. So we're gonna start by taking two of our longer strips. These are 7-inch strips, which would be this and this. We're gonna put them right sides together, and we're gonna sew a 1/4-inch seam right across the top, which is making a longer strip. So I've got these together here. I'm just gonna bring them right over to the machine. And this is a great time to just kind of chain piece. If you're gonna be doing a lot of them at a time, you can stack them up and get them ready and really just rip through them. So getting my first seam done. And lost my thread. Hold tight. I'm gonna say no camera magic here as I'm rethreading my machine. No camera magic, you can literally just chain piece through these. I'm gonna rethread this. We're gonna try that one more time. Everybody hang tight. Okay, so machine's rethreaded, little machine hair there. Machine's rethreaded. What we're gonna do is just sew a 1/4-inch seam. So here we go. Straight down to one side. We're gonna cut it. And now, you see my big old tail here. Now, this is gonna be our first strip, okay? We're gonna do the exact same thing. Repeat that process. Grab the other two that are the same size, exact same colors, same size, same everything. Bring it right up to the machine and do the exact same thing. This quilt really is simple, and it has such a cool look to it, as you can see behind me. It's always the amazing ones that are just, really easy. So here we go. Now, both of these are done. I'm gonna press these open. Here we go. And what we're gonna need to do is we're gonna need to get our end pieces. We're gonna sew our sashing in between our center piece, and we're gonna sew our end pieces on just like this. I'll lay it down in front of the upper camera here so you guys can see it. Like that, like that. And this will end up in the center. That'll be our block, okay? So really easy to do. Let's just do it now. I've got things pressed. We're gonna put them together. So very simple, just like we would do anything else. I'm gonna take these here, our centerpiece, put it right sides together, and we're going to sew a 1/4 inch seam down this, and then sew the other side onto it. So pretty simple block construction, like I said. I'm gonna start up top. Again, you can pin or you can use wonder clips or whatever. It's a very short seam, so I'm just gonna send it. So let's do it. Okay, first side is done. Pop this open. Now, the only mistake you don't want to make is you want to make sure that you don't end up sewing these like this on accident. Okay, don't do that. That would suck. You have to rip it out. Nobody likes to get jack out early in the morning. So, all right, let's do it. Other side's going on, right sides together. So just like this, just so the camera can see. Right sides together, and you're building your 2 sides here on the sides of your basic. So here we go. Put that bad boy there, and jumping right to it, okay? Okay, so here we are. Got that done. I'm gonna grab my ironing top here, and we're going to just iron this open. And once it's ironed open, what I'm gonna do is add these little strips here to the end, which are gonna make our complete block here. Then from there, we sash. Obviously, we repeat it a bunch of times, then we sash and we're done. It's that simple. So let's just do it. Pull this off here. Set my ironing board down. And what you can do, if your sewing was just a tiny bit off, you can just trim up these edges a little bit if you need to, which is what I'm gonna do. Just gonna line it up with my sashing edge, or my center edge here. And just trim off just a tiny bit, just so that it's a little easier to manage there once we get going. So just that tiny bit there. Make it work. If you don't have a perfect seam, doesn't matter, okay? So, next step, we're going to take this here, add it on, take this here, add it on. Okay, let's do it. Here we go. Here we go. First side done. There we go. Second side coming on here. Again, guys, no rocket science here. We try to make it easy and fun and look good, like you can see behind me. So let's put our second one on. Here we go. Boom. Second side is on. We're gonna iron these open and get our first block going. Now that I have my first block done, I'm gonna repeat the process and make a few more blocks so we can make a row. But to speed up the process for you guys, what I'm gonna do is show you how to sash each one of these blocks. So as you can see, there's sashing between these ones here, and then obviously a sashing that has little cornerstones in between the rows. These sashings right here, we've already cut them when we did our cutting earlier. And as you can see here, I'm just going to lay this right on top of my finished block, like that. You can pin it if you'd like again. And we're going to take it to the machine and sew it on. Then we're going to add another block, another sashing, another block, another sashing. Let's do it. I'm going to show you the finished product here in just 1 second. All right, just finished up our sashing. Okay, we're going to repeat this process again and again. I'm going to show you the first row. First row is complete. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you again how we're putting these rows together. I'm going to grab the piece that I just finished here with the sashing on it. I'm going to set it down on top here and sew a 1/4 inch seam. All right, guys, so we just finished our seam here, and it's coming along just fine. Now, obviously, we need to repeat this process and get some rows going. I'm not going to get into too much detail of putting in the center sashing. Pretty self-explanatory. Again, it's down in the description below in the pattern, so you guys can take care of that. But I'm going to go ahead and just finish this up and show you the final product. Here we go, guys. Finished product. Boom. Loving how that came out. It is awesome to be in this industry with you all. I love making these videos, and thank you so much for watching them. I'm going to take this quilt across the building into our in-house long armor, have it finished up, and you'll be able to see the results at the end of this video. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Brody, teaching you how to sew like a pro, and we'll see you next time here at Sew Yeah Quilting.